It's rise and shine. Grab your coffee cup, come spend some time. I know it's early, the start of a new day. No need to worry, it's Low-Cal Cafe. Rise and shine, baby, wake and bake. Clear out your mind, baby, just take a break. Low-Cal, Low-Cal Cafe. Chill out with us today.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And sorry, guys, but we love our green names here. So hope you're all doing awesome. Hope you're all doing well. As you know, I am not here alone. I have my awesome, beautiful, and amazing co-host, Miss Beans. Miss Beans, good morning. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon.
Oh, yeah, afternoon.
So we are so used to the morning show.
Yep.
Speaking of the morning show, a lot of people have been asking me about our theme song. I think we hold the theme song very near and dear to our hearts, so changing it would be very heartbreaking. But do you guys think that we should change the theme song just because it says like morning? It's very morning oriented, and now we're a very afternoon show.
I think you and Batgirl need your own theme song. I think
Really?
yes. For Fridays, you and Batgirl need your own. Now, I have to go. I got a delivery I got to get really quick. I will be right back. Right back.
Well, until he comes back, I know that usually he doesn't like listening to the horoscope because he thinks it's some holy baloney. But today is April 19th, and an Aries born on April 19th is possessed with a deep sense of their own spiritual significance and has the ability to do great things. Let me put on my secretary glasses. They have marked $20 word. Physical ability, whether or not they choose to make right of this talent, it serves as a method for them to make a majority of their intellectual decisions. I might have gotten a concussion whenever I literally fell on my face whenever I got out of bed. Training has been so hard. My calves, I felt like they were going to pop yesterday. I think today I'm going to have to do some foam rolling and like some sort of Epsom salt bath and maybe like a massage or two in order to get to the place that I need to.
Epsom salts? Is that what we're doing now? Epsom salts?
Yeah, because my body is not doing what it's supposed to. I fell out of bed, I landed on my face, and I did that probably 2 times yesterday. Thankfully, on the weekends, we're not doing any training, but weekdays is just going to be going hard.
Speaking of going hard, I missed out yesterday, so I had to get some donuts. I will be eating donuts throughout the stream. I don't care what anyone says. I will not make any references. I will not make any puns. I will not be weird. I will just eat my donuts and drink my Tim Hortons coffee.
Hortons coffee at 12 in the afternoon?
I'm an all-day coffee drinker, Beans. We know this. Also, we have to don the back plate for the microphone.
Is this like a ceremony now?
It is.
The Saturday ceremony for
It
the
is.
back plate?
So
I still have to figure out what position I want to put my microphone in order for the back to be showing. Because if I get it to where I need it to be, I'll buy one too. Damn.
it only costs like $20. It wasn't that bad. So, Chenry's Corner, I will not be doing the blonde wig. I will not be doing beach music. I will not be doing any of that because that's not what we're here to do. We're here to eat donuts and drink coffee. That's what we're here to do. Also, guys,
I
as a
still
reminder,
have the other box.
you have 2 boxes of donuts.
I got 2 boxes yesterday and I only got through 1 box. So if I have to go through the other one, that's like an easy dirty bulk for me.
I can't. All right. Well, anyways, remember, guys, today is the TTS stream. Meaning, let me back up. So, today, before the stream, why I was kind of fidgeting at the beginning of the stream to get it going, right? I was recording the traditional Mexican breakfast video. It was all done. I just had to throw it up and do my normal commentary, right? So we did that. That's going to be ready to go. So as soon as the stream is over, I will be submitting that to get ad approval and all that. I didn't cuss for like the first 20 minutes, so it should be fine. And yeah, that'll be uploaded to the channel when we're done with the stream today. Now, depending on what happens, right? If we get enough TTS today, we may have to carry this into Monday. So we'll need to do reminders throughout the stream. But if you TTS an ingredient, I have to use it. And I will be collecting all those ingredients, and I will be cooking live on Local Cafe. But
So wait. So they can say any ingredient at all, and you have to make something with that ingredient inside of it.
this is what I was getting to. It has to be something that's relatively easy to get, not like some one-off ingredient that's only available in certain parts of the world, right? I don't care what it is. It can be condiments, it can be a meat, it can be vegetables, whatever. I have to take all of this together and I will cook live on the stream. Now, I know what I would like to do as far as a goal for that, but considering this is Saturday and all of that, we may not reach the goal, and they haven't really had a chance to really promote it a lot, so I don't know. But yeah, it's something I definitely want to do. And then after the TTS, I will be doing a Greek feast for everybody. For members
Greek
only.
feast.
Greek feast. So, before we don the back plate, we must eat a donut in remembrance of this week's events. I will not be discussing those events. We will just be eating glazed donuts.
How many do you think you can get through?
I could probably eat this whole fucking box.
Is that the 6 or the 12?
The 12.
Hell yeah. No, speaking of which, Billy the Fridge yesterday, I was watching Rewind just a little bit because Grim and I went training, and then afterwards we went to Texas Roadhouse trying to get in our anabolic window for protein. They made us wait a hell of a long time. They gave us a blooming onion. It was cold. It was crisp to hell. And then they gave us a second one. But during that, I tried to tune into Rewind, and during Rewind, Billy was talking about how I'm sick in the head because I ate so many donuts, and he doesn't understand how I ate so many donuts. But then he says she's probably going to lose weight eating that many donuts, and that ticked me off.
Really?
I got super salty, yeah. And then I weighed myself today. I lost weight.
Hey. Billy the Fridge with the cards don't lie. I can't. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. He was right. Not awesome he lost weight, obviously, but awesome he was right.
Can't believe I ate 1,100 and freaking 70 calories worth of donuts and I still lose weight.
Well, you were very active last night, right? With the training?
But I'm drinking protein shakes. I still have other meals. And so tracking everything. I was over like what I should be intaking, and still I lose weight.
Probably get a tapeworm or something.
Tapeworm.
Yeah. So Big Show asks, what's y'all's take on the fake Tina AI voice messages? We will be getting into that because I can't. It's just so dumb. That entire segment was just so fucking dumb. Like all of it. Like, what are we doing? We'll get into that though. But evidently the Big Show, 88, motherfucker. Evidently he wants me to drink A1 sauce because he knows how much I hate it.
Straight out the bottle, just drink A1 sauce.
Yes. So, mixed with coffee and donuts in my stomach. Don't know how that's going to turn out, Beans.
If I had to assume, it would not turn out very well. For example, yesterday, I ate those donuts and people thought I was going to be sick. I was completely fine. But whenever we went to Texas Roadhouse and we had the blooming onion, they actually gave us 2 of them because the first one was crazy. Buff Weeb, welcome. Good afternoon.
What's up, Weeb?
Good afternoon. Not always, people.
Oh, shit.
Not everybody lets me break out this form. I haven't put this on in a minute, you know? I thought I retired this whole chef thing, but I think we got to get something going, Ken. Yeah, you go ahead. Let's just say the food wars have just begun.
What are we doing, Weeb? Huh? What are we doing?
Hey, the future hasn't been decided yet. That's between us chefs.
I see that.
I'll say this. I'll be looking forward to cooking with you.
Me too. It'll be a great challenge. Here we go. He leaves mysteriously. We got this bullshit, all right? We got this bullshit. We got this fucking bullshit with nerds, right? You and Zay or Zach, whatever she is today, hates each other. That's okay. That's okay. Because here's the problem, Beans. All right, here's the problem. For us to do this, we need you and Zay Zach to get along. That's what we need. Or at least...
Why do we... Wait, no. Why do we need to get along in order for you guys to cook? We could just be completely separate. The boys do their boy thing. The girls do their thing. Or whatever you want to consider Zach at this point. But I've been a very cordial human being. And the fact that this all happened because of a fucking Minecraft server is the pettiest shit ever. But it gives me a chance to train. So I'm not complaining.
Well... let me ask you this. If y'all didn't get along and y'all didn't help us out with the cook-off, would you be cooking the content? Right? Are you going to stoop as low as certain other individuals to cook the content, Beans?
But the thing is, okay, so what exactly are you talking about? Are you talking about like us hosting and then you guys just cooking in the background?
Yes.
Because only one person has to host OBS, if we're being completely honest.
But only to be, well, I guess we could just have it on our channel. Fuck
because
nerds.
The thing is, you're talking about me cooking the content for not being like freaking besties with Zach Zooted, but you're actually cooking the content because have you seen their stream? If Zach Zooted has to share the screen with anybody else, they're going to mute, they're going to just talk over people, their mic is going to be 100 times louder than everybody else. If they can be cordial and share the screen with people and be a co-host, not just a main host, then we'll be completely fine, in my opinion.
Well, you know what? Fuck nerds. We'll just get all the revenue on our channel. Unless certain people want to play ball. Unless certain people call truce. Let's do it on our channel. I think that's acceptable. What do you think, Beans?
Well, I think that's acceptable since the beginning because this was your idea to begin with. This is a collab, right? So if somebody's going on our channel in order to do their chef things, this was not their idea. We're just inviting them over. So the only reason why we're like, hey, we can like share this and like you can do it on your channel and we can do it on ours is because we're that nice of a people.
Yes.
But the fact that Buff, I completely love Buff. He's a great host. He's a fantastic entertainer. But when it comes to like sharing the screen with other people, I just don't think that it will end well. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to Buff. We'll get this figured out.
Maybe we should do a poll.
You want to do a poll?
Yeah, would people want to see us do, you know, Zach and I, and then you and Buff all together, 4 people in the same stream? Or would they not want other people to be involved? But that being said, if there's drama, you can't get mad at me.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. You have my word. As long as you don't start it, I will not get mad at you. I think that's fair.
I never started. I just finished it.
I know. But I just put that out there, right? So we can clip it, whatever. I trust you, Beans. I trust you with the channel. I trust you in all these decisions. You know what I mean? Y'all's Friday streams fucking kill it, right? You do an amazing job. So I have no worries at all when it comes to this thing, right? I trust you 100%. When it comes to others that we don't play nice with, that's where the trust, you know what I'm saying? But I trust you not to draw first blood, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Does make sense.
Why are you piercing your eyes at me, Beans?
I'm just thinking really hard.
I'm just here to make content. All right, so here's the poll. How do you want the cook-off? Right? Only on Cafe? Sharing on Nerds and Cafe? All right, that's the poll. Do you agree with those terms?
Yeah, sure.
Beautiful. All right. So we're going to start the poll. Y'all vote. Hemi Zach said if there's drama, which there will be. You damn right, Hemi Zach. Thank you. We love Hemi Zach here at the cafe. He's an amazing human being. All right.
We do. So Ozzy's going a little bit longer than usual. What's that about? Apparently they're having their co-host show off or something.
Yeah, so I hopped in there for a little bit. I had my whole chef get up hat on, right? Just a little bit of promotion for the show. And basically, they're still doing auditions. The auditions are very cutthroat at the moment. And he said they may go a little over, but they have the redirect already in there. Now, technically, we can't be mad because there's no real rules on the weekend, right? But they're trying to, I guess, figure that out. So far, preliminary results are 49 votes in 1 minute, 75 or 52 votes in 1 minute, 75% said only on Cafe. That's where we're at so far. We'll leave the poll up and all that. So remember, guys, this is the TTS stream. We may have to carry this over into Monday if need be, but TTS an ingredient I have to use to cook with. Once we're all said and done, I will take all those ingredients. I will be cooking live on Locale Cafe, and we'll see what I come up with. The traditional Mexican breakfast video was done. It's going to be about 48 to 49 minutes. Because I have realized I left the phone recording for quite a bit that didn't need to be recorded, as far as just like something boiling or just a pan heating up. So I kind of made sure it was good. But it's the normal format. I'm doing commentary over it. Hope y'all enjoy it. And Cash Cow and above can only watch that video. And I explain why in the video at the very beginning. So the week as a whole, Beans. What have you thought about the LCU the week as a whole?
Honestly, I've forgotten everything that's happened other than the donut and wig thing.
Okay.
So I guess, like, okay, so the week as a whole, we had the whole Twiggy situation, right? Nobody likes Twiggy. Twiggy decided that he was going to play a certain character. Keemstar told us, don't play characters, just be yourself. Now Twiggy's like, oh, but this is me. Oh, but I was playing it up because, content. Oh, I was bored, so I wanted to leave. I forced him to basically fire me. And then he's like, oh, but I got bored again, so I want to come back. It's so confusing, and it seems like such a cop-out to say that you're bored or that this is a character. He always changes his story to seem cooler than he actually is or something. I don't know. Twiggy in real life, he's not that bad of a person, but as soon as a camera switches on, it seems like he wants to overcompensate for something. And if he just was himself, then I feel like it would have gone better. But the fact that you were basically torturing your co-host day after day after day, of course it wasn't going to end well. Especially having somebody like Rostov who knows how to work an audience and takes care of his audience, because he even said today he wasn't going to stream. Usually on the weekends he doesn't stream at all. But because his audience did such a great job getting rid of Twiggy, he was like, well, the audience deserves this. And that's the type of fan service that people need. People love fan service. That's why they keep donating. That's why they keep coming around. That's why they keep watching. The whole Keemstar situation, I think I already talked about this yesterday. It's hella cringe. Keemstar is also saying, well, you guys say that I don't have game, but there's a bunch of women in my DMs. And it's like, bro, it's because you're Keemstar. I don't think it's because of your game. It's because of Keemstar. People know that now, like, you're more not available. How do I put this? You're willing to flirt. If you're drunk, and women who want attention, they'll just go after that immediately, especially if they think they have a chance with Keemstar, which you don't. Have you seen Brantley? She's gorgeous and she's an amazing human being. Get out of here. But it's cringe. I didn't like it. The whole donut thing is hella uncomfortable, but I wanted to play into the joke because that's what people wanted at the time.
Y'all did amazing.
Amazing. Batgirl's crazy.
Yes.
She smashed a donut in her face and she rubbed it in like it was no problem. I was like, I'm not doing that.
That's why.
I may.
That's why she's your perfect co-host for Fridays. And that's why, remember I told you, y'all are going to play off each other so fucking well on that stream. And oh boy, did you. I do have one quick question before you continue. What is Grimm's opinion of the blonde wig?
The blonde wig. A lot of people were making fun of like Grimm and I, saying like, oh, Beans is going to Grimm's house in the blonde wig because he asked her to. No, it's because I didn't know how to take it off by myself. Okay, I don't wear wigs. I'm not. I may dress super girly, but I'm not the type of girl that like goes and pays like $90 for my nails or my eyebrows or my eyelashes to get eyelash extensions. I'm a very simple girl. I'm girly, but I'm very simple, and I'm not going to waste money doing all this extra shit because I don't have the money to do so. I'm very
frugal.
What is it? I'm very frugal, exactly. So just that in general, like I don't do wigs, I don't do any of that stuff. I had to go to his house with the wig on in order for him to help me to take it off. I asked him, like, do you even like the wig? And he's like, no, I don't, because when I look at you in that video, it's not you. I like my Beans. I like my baby. I like my sweetheart. And I'm like, that is cute, you know?
That's adorable. That's beautiful. But we needed blonde Beans for that show. I don't know if this Beans could have done that show with Becker. We needed the ulterior ego of the blonde Beans, and we got an amazing show. By the way, I love blonde roast espresso from Starbucks.
Blonde roast espresso from Starbucks?
If you get a flat white with blonde espresso, it is so much smoother. So much smoother. It's beautiful. I just want to put that out there.
I'm just not a Starbucks girl. I'll do it whenever people give me like gift cards to Starbucks. You're going for another donut.
Oh yeah. Still that time. Yo, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to shit.
I love that so much. I'll use it like in the VCs for no reason, and people just start laughing.
That's hilarious.
But So yeah, he says he doesn't like me in the blonde wig because it doesn't look like me, even though a lot of people in the LCU paid me a lot of compliments saying that it makes me look even more adult, I guess.
It's because your skin tone.
Speaking.
It's your skin tone.
Yeah, it's my skin tone. But apparently, the blonde wig makes me act a certain way. It is a very what did you say before? It was like an alternate.
Alternate ego.
Yeah, so it's an alternate ego because once I put on the blonde wig, I was going off in the Discord for some reason.
Oh, I saw. I said, "Where's my co-host? Who is this lady?"
I was testing out the mods, okay? Rule number 12 is no gooning, and I gooned for like a straight hour or two and no repercussions. Even Keemstar replied to me, nothing. I was like, okay, damn. So like we're just gonna double standards here against women. Men can't goon, but women can goon all they want.
There's certain levels to gooning, right? Because you gotta think about it too. You and Grim were having a conversation for quite a bit. I'm not gonna moderate a conversation between two people in a relationship. One, it's cringe as shit, and I love to see it. Two, it's entertaining for the Discord because they're gonna make comments, right? But like, let's say some dude said to you, you know, you wearing that blonde wig made me feel something, right? And he said a little bit more explicit than that. At that point, that is a little too far. But if it's just like banter between a couple, I mean, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I mean, I was going way before Grim was awake, okay? I was risen up all the ladies in the Discord.
I'm just telling you what I saw. All right, that's all I saw. That's all I saw.
Ken is like, it's not nothing if it's my co-host.
Exactly. Guys, I don't know, man. This week has been crazy. I guess we'll do the TTS on Monday.
TTS on Monday?
We'll do that. And then, so Monday will be the stream for the TTS ingredients. We'll make sure we get that out there. We'll promote it and all that shit. We'll get.
I think that's a good idea. Only because I've created my own demise, if that makes sense. So remember, the whole reason why Grim is even in this universe is because I told Keemstar, hey, if you want me on Cafe, give Tess to Grim.
Yeah.
And people have made like some sort of, I'm not going to say a relationship because that's weird, parasocial. But people both, we have like a lot of conjoining like audiences. Like a lot of people from Cafe went over to Tess to support Grim because they know that we're significant others.
Mm-hmm.
But now a lot of people are supporting Tess because of all the crazy shit that they do. For example, I do not condone this, but they've been doing like on the weekends, every 50, they extend the time of like streaming by 30 minutes. Grim has not fallen asleep.
Damn.
They go from 2 a.m. all the way to, I think today it was like 8:30 a.m.
Jesus.
Specifically Xavier, who is in the YouTube, will specifically do this. He'll just keep going because he wants to see Grim crash out. And Grim was almost there because in the last like hour or so, sorry, the protein's getting to me.
Ooh.
The last hour or so of them streaming, they were playing Chain together. Grim is already sleep deprived. He's been dealing with nightmare for the past couple of hours. And he's playing games that he absolutely hates playing. Games like that, he hates playing those games. He will never play those games with me.
Yeah.
And they were having a marital dispute playing this game because Nightmare is trying to tell Grim, who's an IT guy, how to like put the name of the server or whatever they're playing on. And then Grim's like, dude, I know what I'm doing. And then they started arguing for about 30 minutes about this shit. And I was like,
it's beautiful.
This is content.
That's beautiful. Oh, yeah.
People just want to see them suffer.
Oh, yeah. Overlord asked, does Grim drink caffeine or is he going all night dry?
Grim does not drink any caffeine. Grim does not drink soda. He does not drink coffee. The only thing that he ever drinks is juice and water. So he's very straight edge when it comes to like almost everything. He thinks caffeine is a drug, right? And you know how he feels about drugs in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he puts like caffeine and like, you know, smoking weed on the same level.
Oh
like
yeah,
that's how bad it can be.
I don't agree with that, but teach their own, right? I mean, he ain't hurt nobody feeling that way, so he can feel that way all he wants.
Exactly. But speaking of grim, because now I have to freaking pop off about my own significant other being in this universe.
Oh God.
So whenever it was his first episode on Test, right? I was throwing some pillows at him, trying to make it a little bit more entertaining for the audience. And Grim was talking to people in specific, and he's like, I don't want to do this because it's low-cal behavior, blah, 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 blah. You tune into Test now. Who's being a low-cal, baby? Who's being a low-cal out of his own volition talking about freaking frosted tips at like 3 a.m. I was asleep, but 3 a.m. he's texting me on Discord talking about, should I get some frosted tips? No, I do not want to date the Backstreet Boys, okay? You're not getting frosted tips.
That's hilarious.
Especially if you're not getting a fucking haircut. So he's talking about getting frosted tips. He's talking about wearing a mankini. First of all, everything on that body is mine and only I can look at. If you're going to start freaking being a gooner for people, then I'm gonna do the same thing, okay? Do not
in front
tempt
of
me, Grim.
Do that shit Friday. Don't do it in front of me.
Only on Fridays. But don't tempt me, Grim. Because Batgirl, she'll back me up. We can be gooner Fridays if you want.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck. And to my knowledge, her husband is well aware of what that. So whatever. That's their life. I'm not here to judge.
Grim is not wearing a mankini ever.
You want to hear a funny story? So when I was at spring break, 2005, there was
I do not like where this is going.
No, nothing crazy. So there was the concept of Speedos and Tims. And I saw somebody walking down the beach in Speedos and Tims. And I was like, maybe I can pull that off. And then for like a second. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Because it was just funny, right? Just being funny. But yeah, so Speedos and Tims kind of became this meme, like walking around in a pair of Speedos and Timberland boots. I didn't do it though, but it was funny.
Ken in some Speedos and Tims.
I can't. All right. So, one's in the chat if y'all want the Daily Espresso because it's the weekend, or two in the chat if y'all want to go straight into the LCU. I want to know where the members are. We want to go to 192 viewers. That's fine. It's the weekend. Nothing crazy. But, yeah.
It's the weekend and everybody's still watching the dumpster fire that is Aussie tonight. Well, this morning, I guess, morning to afternoon.
Are they still on?
The thing is, they're still on. That's the thing that drives me a little bit crazy. Like, it's the weekend, y'all can do whatever you want. But you're telling me that streaming for 4 hours, you didn't decide who should co-host. And then like the last like couple, supposed to be the last hour or so, freaking Rostov is talking to Wonder Woman saying that she's too nice, that they're not going to work, which I do agree. They're not going to work because their personalities are very similar. Mm-hmm. But like, he started nitpicking like everything that she does. And I was like, this is more cringe than whatever you're saying she's cringe for. Continue on with the content. Don't just focus on one person and start nitpicking just because she made you mad. Damn.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got 3 1s, no 2s in the chat. So we'll go ahead and roll into that one. All right, guys. Well, let's do it. Daily Espresso. The poll right now is at, by the way, 63% only on Cafe. So, guys, if you haven't voted in the poll, vote in the poll. This is for either doing the cooking stream with me and Buff, only on Cafe, or on Nerds and Cafe. The issue is if Zach Zay and Beans can get along. That's kind of what the whole...
Get along with anybody.
I don't want to hear it.
I can get along with anybody.
I don't want to hear it. All right. Let's check out Jackie Shadow, Sunny and Gizmo. You hear the wind. It's beautiful wind right now. So you got the baby sleeping, mama or papa all perched up, looking beautiful. Let's see. Yep. It looks like they're starting to get darker. Like their feathers are really starting to come in as far as black goes, right? So that's awesome. It's amazing. It's amazing how purely in one day you can see such differences. You know what I mean? Oh, it's nighttime.
I wonder how they get like the white head. Because like right now they're pretty dark all over, but I wonder if like they lose this and then like the white starts popping out, or if like the white grows over.
It's because they get old, Beans. I'm kidding.
When's that baby coming? You're doing too many dad jokes on Cafe.
Yeah, whatever. Hopefully soon, but we'll get all that figured out. So, but yeah, we got Slaying Gizmo over here eating with Mama or Papa right now. This was at about 7:30 in the morning local time to them. So, yeah, awesome stuff. They're growing and being beautiful. I'm just very happy that this actually happened for them. Sterling said they give frosted tips like Grimm.
Sterling, another thing is, why are you even here? You should be sleeping, because I've seen you in the test chat, ma'am. Sterling is a mod for not only, I don't know if she's a mod for Tess, but I know that she watches Tess. Mm-hmm. She's a mod for Aussie, and she's a mod for our show. So she's been awake for a pretty long time.
Shocking.
Ken, I'm gonna this training is going to train me to box not only Zay Zooted, but I'm at least gonna get one good punch on you if you keep one-wording me. You're gonna drive me up the wall.
Shocking. No, I know that. I'm just picking at you. I'm sorry. All right, daily horoscope.
Speaking of picking, what happened there, sir?
No, I got bit by something and I was scratching at it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Bugs. You gotta love bugs. Because I'm so sweet. The bugs like this. You know what I mean? Because I'm just so sweet. It's the donuts, right? The donuts are getting in there. Today's last day officially of Aries. So it's only awesome that we do the final daily horoscope for the Aries.
I actually did the horoscope while you left. I thought you didn't like the horoscope, so I was like, I might as well just say it while he's not here, so he doesn't have to sit through it.
I don't mind the horoscope at all. I just think that it's hard to think sometimes let me reword. Hard to say how these can really apply to people when you look at different ones. Because like you said before, they all seem very generalized, right? But then it's like, when you read one, like the other day, it was Grimm's birthday, and I asked you, does this horoscope fit Grimm? Reading that, you can see the traits in Grimm already, so you can say yes. But then you could read another horoscope, and I could say, does this fit Grimm? You think of those traits, if Grimm has those traits, right? Some people are into this shit. Some people aren't, right? Anyways.
Well, just for the people that tuned in a little bit later, I will say the daily horoscope. So today is April 19th, and an Aries born on April 19th is possessed with a deep sense of their own spiritual significance and has the ability to do great things. They have a lot of psychic ability. Whether or not they choose to make use of that talent, it serves as a method for them to make majority of their intellectual decisions.
Doug Savannah. Oh, it's coffee. Sorry, the cook-off should be on here so Zach can't mute people. Great point. We're going down, though, because cafe is only 59% currently. So something to think about, Beans. But getting back to this.
Amazing.
This is very Becky-esque horoscope. Think about it. Let's talk about psychic ability and spiritual significance, right? She thinks she has those traits in her. It's up to you to decide. And then it serves as a method for them to make a majority of their intellectual decisions. She got that Harvard extension, right? So she thinks all her decisions are intellectual, but that's beside the point. So, famous birthday, Hayden Chris. Who is this? No idea who this is.
No idea. I saw that, and sorry, I'm just in the Discord because apparently Roxy wanted to hop on Cafe today, but I don't see her in members waiting. Roxy, if you're watching, if you
come in,
yeah, just hop in.
All right. So I pulled up what this dude looks like. I've never seen him. I have no idea who this is. Literally, oh, he's a Canadian actor. That's why I don't know who he is. Evidently.
Well, apparently, he gained fame as Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader in Star Wars Episodes 2 and 3. His portrayal of Sam in Life as a house-earned... That's a weird sentence. His portrayal of Sam in Life, I guess that's like a name of a movie or show, Sam in Life, as a house-earned him. What does that even mean? A Golden Globe nomination for Best Supporting Actor in 2001. Jeez, he's old.
Hell yeah.
I was 1 year old.
He's 44 years old, born in 81. I mean, he's been in a lot of shit. I give the man credit. I just don't know. He was in a movie called Factory Girl. Curious what that's about.
Factory Girl.
Curious what that's about.
I'm not so curious because it sounds very weird to me, but go off, King.
Hey. All right. This day in history, April the 19th. The battles of Lexington and Concord. Very important in the American Revolutionary War. This was the first battles at Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts. The quote, "the shot heard around the world," comes from this. Marks the beginning of the colony's fight for independence from Britain. Yeah, fuck you, UK. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love my UK people. It's just back then. Fuck you, UK. But now we're good. That's how that works. 1897. The first Boston Marathon. It was the inaugural one held inspired by the success of the marathon of 1896 Athens Olympics. Go Greeks. It's now the world's oldest annual marathon. Sad we had the bombing at the Boston Marathon a few years back. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. The Boston Marathon and like the whole situation that happened was a tragedy. And the most messed up thing that happened from that is there was a guy that they were trying to look for, obviously, because he did a terrible act. But a lot of people accused I think he was a teenager. A lot of people accused a teenager of committing this act. He was missing for a while, and people were certain that it was him. But in reality, this teenager just got into a car accident, and his car was at the bottom of like a river or a lake of some sort. And yeah, his family had to deal with that for years, and they're still dealing with that. People accusing him of being, the
bomber,
terrorist. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. It's kind of like you remember the DC Sniper back in the day? It was like a father and son duo, I believe. Father-son duo, I believe.
Yeah.
They were just randomly.
Were those ones that were shooting from the car?
Some were in the car, some were in the building. It was just like random people. There was no rhyme or reason. Like there was someone pumping gas and they got popped. So a lot of people were just scared to go out in public because they didn't know where they would strike next. But yeah, that whole thing is just, yeah. I'm also not a fan of that type shit, obviously. To me, the whole like the terrorism and terrorist acts, it's some bitch shit. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna kill innocent people to prove a point. Uncle and nephew. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Yes, they were uncle and nephew. They weren't father and son. I knew there was some family relation though. And then last but not least, in 1995, the Oklahoma City bombing. Were you even born for that, Beans?
In what year?
1995.
1995? Hell nah. I was born in 2000. That was
Jesus.
5 years before my birth.
I keep forgetting that we'd have such a large age gap. Because I was 9 when this happened. Wild. But yeah, I remember when this shit happened. Yeah, it was just all fucked up. And the dude, Timothy McVeigh, he ended up he bombed the federal building in Oklahoma City, killed 168 people, bunch of injuries. It was the deadliest act of domestic terrorism in U.S. history, and it still is. And then once 9/11 happened, a lot of people were equating the two as far as, shit. But then obviously 9/11 had a lot more casualties and all that. But yeah, the dude, Timothy McVeigh, he was an Army vet. He was, all that. He just hated the government and hated what they were doing and blah, blah. So, yeah. I don't know.
So the theme of this day in history is just a lot of war and a lot of terrorism, it seems like. But we will move on to something a little bit more positive, which is brewed for your brain useless facts. Do you know that plants can get jet lag? So they have a circadian rhythm. Move a plant to a different time zone and its photosynthesis cycle goes all out of whack for a bit. Even plants need coffee and lol-cow cafe. That's a little cute ending that the DACA team put in there. But yeah, plants, I think a lot of people, whenever they see an organism and they see that the organism does not do things the same way that they do it, we kind of feel like they're inferior and we feel like they don't do much in general just because we don't see it with our eyes. But plants are pretty freaking cool. I love plants. I actually took a bunch of classes on plants when I was in university, but plants actually communicate with each other.
Really? How do they do
plants
that?
Communicate with each other. I think it's like through their root systems and stuff like that. But through their root systems, they can communicate with each other, letting them know like the nutrients in the soil and things like that. But another thing that came out. Yeah, another thing that came out a couple years ago, I think it was like 1 or 2 years ago, is that plants, for example, grass, whenever you cut grass, they do feel pain and they do like scream. We just can't hear it.
That's sad.
So that's just weird.
That is sad. Mm-hmm. Well, technically it's a living thing, right? So it has to express some sort of, I guess, like touch, right? The senses, like you touch, if it hurts, you let out screams for pain or whatever. That's wild. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
And grass, the scent of grass being cut is because they're releasing that scent to let other grass, I guess, know that like they're being harmed. Like that's just
really,
a reflex.
The shit you learn, man. That reminds me of with the roots, with the roots and all that. It's like the cordyceps in The Last of Us. They talk through the network, right? It's wild. The whole entire world of like anti-human being like communication and pain. It's wild to me because you never fathom it.
There are so many facts that are just so sad, but we don't really pay attention to them much. Like for example, time to us, we sense time in a certain way, but dogs, for example, sense time much differently. That's why whenever you leave, they feel like you're never coming back just because their sense of time is different than ours. Mm-hmm. And dogs can actually stay up because they're depressed or stressed out, and that's something that's super sad to know because you don't want your dog to be stressed or depressed and they can't sleep. So it's like there are other organisms that may feel complex emotions, but we just don't recognize it. Plants can feel complex emotions, just they don't seem that complex to us because they don't have like the same thought process or things like that.
That's something to think about.
Brood for your brain. The tornado in The Wizard of Oz was a 30-foot long sock. Excuse me?
I'd play because I want to see that now. Just imagine a sock, but I don't want to get copyright. Yeah,
so they spun it around on a Twister. They just made like a remake of the movie Twister. Mm-hmm. I used to love that ride in Universal, by the way. But they spun it around on a miniature set, like a wild tube sock puppet of doom. Interesting words, docket team. And then they just put movie magic with like exclamation points.
That's funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, last but not least, Christian Bale's Batman growl was not in the script. Yeah, no one cares because it's Christian Bale. All right. He showed up and started doing it. The studio rolled with it. Now we all live in a world where Batman sounds like a gargling chainsaw. Ring-ing-ing-ing. All right.
Was this somebody else in the docket team that put this, or was it you?
Definitely
This
wasn't
Christian
me.
Bale hate.
Definitely wasn't me. I hate Christian Bale. He's a shit actor. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the quote of the day. Oh, never mind. I can't with beans and Ken. I'm an idiot. People who refuse to use carts at the store and walk around holding 47 things. I guess that doesn't piss me off. I'm just like, why? You know? Because it's like, bro, like I've actually asked somebody before, like, yo, you want my cart? Like, because I didn't need that much and I saw them struggling. Got their kids struggling. The best part is when they have like the kids in like the trainer, whatever the hell, like shopping training with the baby cart. They got that bitch filled to the brim and they're walking around holding like, bro, just take the cart. Like, here. Yeah, people are weird, man.
Yeah, that doesn't piss me off because like that has nothing to do with me. Like if you want to struggle, that's your business, not mine. The thing that might piss me off just a little bit are the people that take like a whole cart and just put one thing in it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like you can either get a basket or just hold it. Like why you need to get the whole cart in order to have your one item in there? Like that's because sometimes the Walmart that I go to, there will be no carts because of the people that take a cart for their one item. And it's like, you're being so inconsiderate right now. The old lady that needed a cart now has to carry her 3 to 4 items that are probably too heavy for her because you took the cart for your one item, you lazy motherfucker.
You know what pisses me off really though? When like teenagers get like the motorized carts and they like walk around like fucking with each other. They're just lazy shits and they don't want to walk. And then the reason why I know this is because when they park, they just get up and walk away like nothing. Like they're not injured. And I'm like, really, bro? People piss me off, man. I'm like, I was never like that as a kid. Like, what the fuck happened? Weird. When someone suddenly stops walking in front of you to check their phone and you nearly walk straight into them. Oh, I've done that. I've done that before. I've also shoulder checked people without realizing it because they just want to stop. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like the road. There's a shoulder if you need to stop for a reason, right? Move out of the flow of traffic. Treat walking in sidewalks like you're driving a car.
Well, you're also a bigger person, and something in motion will always stay in motion until stopped, right?
Yeah.
And if you're such a big dude going at a certain speed, and somebody smaller than you just stops in the middle of the sidewalk, it's going to be very hard for you to stop yourself before running into this person. And then they'll probably turn around and look at you like you're crazy, and you're like, "What up, bro? Like you stopped in the middle. Like what are you gonna friggin' be mad at me for?"
Or I'll turn around and I won't even see him.
That's true. That's more likely.
Yeah, it's like whenever we're like in a crowded place, we need to like move through a crowd. I always tell my wife to like grab my shirt, like grab like my shorts, like have something to hold on to. I'm like, all right, I'm going. Let's just go. And I just fucking.
You barricade through that
yeah.
bitch.
Oh,
you
yeah.
part the seas like you're Moses.
Oh my God, Aussie finally ended. Aussie finally ended,
my
everybody.
goodness.
Let's go. Thank you for ending. Just kidding. Hopefully you got all your shit figured out, all your whatever, what have yous. And
There's part of me that thinks that they didn't get it figured out, and this is going to last for a couple other episodes.
probably. So for those of you that are joining, welcome. We have a poll in the chat for me and Buff to do our cook-off. Make sure you vote. Basically, it's either we do it on Nerds and Cafe, barring that Zach, Zay, and Beans can get along, or we only do it on Cafe, knowing it'll be a beautiful experience. So make sure you vote. Let us know how you think, and we'll go from there. All right. Last but not least, people who pay with the exact same change in the self-checkout. Sir, this is not a time machine. It's 2025. Tap your card and join us. What pisses me off more at the self-checkout is when you have a cart full of shit and you got to hit the self-checkout. When there's like 2 people in the normal full-service lane, nothing to do. They're just standing there. But no, you want to fucking beep, beep. Sir, can I get some help? Like, you're holding up the line. You know what I mean? It's just, why? Self-checkout should only be for like 10 items or less. Like, get in and get out, right? We're not here to fucking sit and chill and watch you fucking struggle to fucking scan the barcode of cheese because it's folded on top of each other, right? Or you're trying to scan the barcode of meat because you have it in a bag and you don't stretch the bag out all the way so it, you know what I mean? It just, I fucking hate self-checkout lines. I remember,
You have very specific situations.
back in my day, right? The boomer, right? Welcome to the boomer report. Back in my day, you know, people would just go to the full service line and just get in and get out. But no, we got self-checkout and fucking Gert over here fucking trying to scan shit. It just doesn't work, Beans. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, I can't be mad at this. I can't be mad at people who pay with the exact change in a self-checkout line because I'm one of those people. What am I supposed to do with the change that I get back? Use it.
You're one of the ones that has like 10 $1 bills you want to scan. Like, oh God, it ain't working. You fucking grab the bill, you run it on the corner trying to straighten it out so it runs. It just, God, you fucking hold up the line. I can't.
Excuse me. No. Excuse
Yes.
me, sir. My
Yes.
bills are very crispy. My bills are always crispy.
Oh, I bet they
make
are.
sure that them shits are always crispy and clean and straight for them to slide into the machine with ease. I am not one of those people that have like crumpled up bills in their pocket and they're like rummaging in there with their quarters.
I don't trust you.
You don't trust me?
I don't trust you.
Sterling. I carry myself with decorum, sir.
Sterling, when the barcode is on the corner of the block of cheese, see, it's always cheese that holds people up. It's always the cheese. Always. I can't. It just fucking sucks. It's just so fucking dumb. Get the fuck out of the line and go to the full service.
You go to the full service and there's Gertrude over there who's like 90 years old and she's like, beep, beep. And then I have to wait because there's another Gertrude behind where other Gertrude is. And then she's freaking taking out her cash.
Listen.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. All right. Because self-checkout minimum should have like 8. Right, 8 kiosks, whatever you want to call it. See, there's another one, Crazy Void. Don't mention the fruits when you have to use the touchscreen. Oh, yeah, searching for fruits and vegetables? Is it by the item or is it by the weight, right? You never fucking know. You never fucking know. But here's the thing. Basic research, Beans. Basic research will tell you if it's by the amount or by the weight. Or they try and put in their phone number for their rewards account. Sir, can I get some help? It's not going. Stop. Fuck. It just sucks. It just fucking sucks. I need my reward point, Bean.
I know you need your reward points, but you're telling me with my full ass cart, you want me to go to Gertrude, who's going to scan my shit slow as fuck, and then she's going to try to have a conversation about the items in my cart, and she's going to judge me the entire time. Don't ask about the gel that's in my cart, okay? It's my gel. Don't ask me what hairstyles I'm doing. Don't ask me who I'm using it for, if it's for me or for my niece or whatever. Just scan the shit and let me go home.
Yep, Sterling even said it. Poor Gertrude 1 and 2. Because no matter where you go, Beans, you got a fucking Gert. All right? That's all it is. Gert here, Gert there, Gert everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is self-checkout should be 10 items or less. Always. I don't want to see fucking 2 carts and then you got some fucking jackass trying to scan and then some other cocksucker fucking comes around the corner with another cart to give them even more shit to scan. Like, fuck you.
So Ken wants me to go with my cart to the full service where there's 2 old ladies having conversations, scanning their shit super slowly, trying to figure out their food stamps and social security and all that other jazz. And
Bro.
There's gonna be a line out the door, Ken. A line out the door.
Definitely Peter said it best. I bought Vaseline and a cucumber for no reason. It's none of your business. That's the attitude you have right now, Beans. That's the attitude you have right now.
Exactly.
If I see something weird, I'm going to ask questions.
Why is it whenever I go to self-checkout and it's always the weirdest item, I scan it and then they have to ask me for my ID? It's glue. I tried to buy glue one time and they asked me for my ID.
Because of fucking dumbass kids eating the shit. Right? Got to make sure you're of appropriate age so you don't fucking eat the glue beans. You glue wicker.
Glue liquor? You better be careful because now everything's a slur, apparently.
I'm talking to you.
Derogatory term.
I'm talking to you. Glue liquor. I can't.
If anybody looks like a glue liquor here, it's you. Caveman.
Don't ignore the brow, Beans. Don't ignore the brow. Know many headbutts I've given with this motherfucker that just broke noses like that, Beans?
Want to know.
Bam!
You freaking gave people brain damage.
You damn right. All right. All right. It's enough of this shit. Tired of arguing. Mama B said glue sniffers. Let's do it. All right. Now, let's get into this thing we call the LCU. Now, I got to say, I was extremely disappointed. Let me see if we got clips or if I got to do timestamps. All right, we got to do timestamps. That's okay. That's fine. So, what I was extremely disappointed with was Queens last night. All right. You know why I was disappointed with Queens?
Why?
Did you watch any of Queens or listen to it or whatever?
No, sir. I was training.
All right. So, there was this dumbass goal that they set, right? And let me... All right. So, apparently the last episode, Becky was talking about she had all these voice message leaks, right? She had these fucking things that are definitely going to show who Tina really is. They're going to show how she really wants to come down to the LCU, what her plans are, blah, blah, blah. They had plans to leave together, blah, blah. That's whatever. So they did a goal on Queens. $600 to listen to these voice leaks. All right. $600. This was the weakest, dumbest, fucking idiotic thing I've ever heard. Ever heard.
Wait. This is the $600 scam that everybody was talking about in the Discord?
Yes. Scam. All right. Now, we're going to attempt to play this because there was a lot of back and forth in between. But I want you to tell me if this is worth $600. All right. I may skip around until we can actually get to hear the full thing because it was back and forth. But there is a section where you can hear the whole thing. All right, we're going to try and get there. Bear with me, everybody. Actually, hold on. Let me see if it's in the timestamp section. Sorry. Fuck my life.
We're doing it rewind style.
Yeah, we are. Let's, where are we at? All right.
While you're looking for that, we have Mama B saying, I also don't understand how people are falling for it. Becky is making the entire LCU look like scammers. And then we have definitely Peter saying at this point, if it involves Mike or Becky, I assume it's fake. And I think a lot of people have the same sentiment.
Yes. All right. So I think I got it according to the timestamp. So we're going to roll with it. Again, we'll get this figured out. I apologize, Coffee Cult. Normally we have clips, not timestamps. I'm not mad at anybody because, yeah, don't matter. We're going to make it work. Let's get into it.
All right, so there's nothing to see on the video. This is just audio recordings, but I'll play it here so you could actually see it go by on the screen as we do it. You fucking ready, guys? Because Tina, what is the worst thing you think you've said on here? Why don't you fess up? I think you have for your sins. It is all the shit you're of repenting. At least
none of this matters.
And then you feel tough boss bitch.
None of this matters. They're just talking shit back and forth. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get to it. I can't fucking talk. Too many donuts, chat.
You ready?
It's just
Sure,
my
this is
favorite
loud
word.
enough. Shh. Don't talk over the evidence. Thank you. I think I might have to put up this volume.
He was just about as good as dead. Let me tell you something about it, fatty ass. He was just about as good as dead. And fuck his bitch too. And when I get done with you, Mike, I'm gonna run the LCU. I'm gonna be the big boss over here, motherfucker.
I'm just pausing right there. This bitch thinks she's actually gonna run the.
All right. Since she paused it, I'm going to pause it as well. From what you heard so far, Beans, any initial thoughts? Do you want to continue?
It doesn't sound like Tina.
Yep. Chromagato, great point. The static. The static in this fucking thing, bro. Yeah. All right, let's get back to it.
LCU.
All that crackling and shit. What the fuck is that? I never said any of that. I put it on my son.
Okay.
You're a goddamn lying cunt.
Okay.
You're a lying cunt.
I might
Say, you're a goddamn.
for now, and in all fairness, I'm not going to talk myself so that they can hear everything, okay? Or can you be quiet yourself? Do I not mute it anyway? Just because I know this bitch is dying to fucking talk. Did she just kick her computer? Oh, she's so fucking mad. More like a dog. All right, here we go.
Let me tell you something about it, fatty ass. He was just about as good as dead. And fuck his bitch too.
Don't fucking try to make faces and stick.
You see what I'm saying? This is just so fucking difficult. It sounds like the
She says she's gonna shut up, and then she doesn't shut the fuck up.
it sounds like the old school like record players. You know what I'm talking about with the thing, you drop it in and it, you know what I mean? That's what it sounds like.
Chromagato said it best when they said it sounds like old ass vinyl, like Xylee said.
Yep.
So I guess Xylee said that last night when they were watching Rewind.
Oh, yeah.
But Tina's a very creative person when it comes to her comebacks. You think fatty ass is something that's gonna come out her mouth? No, it would be something like humpback or freaking anything else that she's given to Becky that's way more creative than just fatty ass.
Yeah, it's terrible. Again, there's more that she says. We'll get into it, but yeah. Let's see if we can finally hear it this time.
Out your tongue while you talk to Albert and you're talking over shit. Muted. You are the loudest pussy I have ever heard. Slapping around like two pussy lips.
For the fourth time, we're gonna restart it, Becky. Good job.
Look at her kicking the fucking computer. She fucking can't. Here we go.
Let me tell you something about it, fatty ass. He was just about as good as dead. And fuck his bitch too. And when I get done with you, Mike, I'm gonna run the LCU. I'm gonna be the big boss over here, motherfucker. I'm tired of your fucking shit. So you can just sit your fat ass down, bitch, and take notes of me kicking your ass. And I'm gonna watch him bleed out.
Notice the change. There was a distinct change in like volume or speech pattern habit, whatever you want to call it. There was a change right there. But let's continue.
Guess who's next? Keem is. I'm the one who had Lynx film Keem in the first place. It was me. Do something, bitch. I don't know, Becky. If I killed Mike in Minecraft, I'd enjoy watching him die. Keem, I'll kill you dead. And oh yeah, Becky.
See, there it is again. We did it again.
By the way, this is all my plan. Stop taking credit for my fucking plan. It's only mine. I thought of everything on my own. Miss Trailer Trash right here. Got rid of Grace. Got rid of Lynx. And my intention is to get rid of you. Even Mike's being exposed. I mastermind everything. This is my entire plan. The entire time I started over here. So congratulations, bitch. You've been backstabbed, face stabbed, knee stabbed, and ass stabbed. But I will run this motherfucker with my trailer trash ass. Boogie goes first. Stupid fat.
Again, fourth time. We've changed pitch, pattern, whatever you want to call it.
Motherfucker. I'm saving Mike for last. I want to watch that pig die slow. Told Lynx to record Keem when he's drunk and he'll do something really stupid. He done fucked up now. Guess who had Grace come to Fat Camp? Me. Fuck Keem, fuck Mike. Becky, we can run this bitch. I'm the Grim Reaper and Keem's ass is mine. Who does he think he's fucking with? I'll take a shit on his fucking porch and make his kids eat it. And Becky, whether you know or not, my loyalty's been with you since day one, since you told me we could do this ourselves and fuck Keem and fuck Mike. I'm not gonna say it live, but you know
Jason
that my
Rawson
loyalty stands
super
with you.
chatted $20.
The fuck are you
This
thinking?
is so generated. This to funny. This is like the hot sauce.
There it is. Excuse me.
So
Speaking-
Seth looks with the 199 says Becky with a Victorola. I don't know what that is. Recording on wax cylinder. Oh, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, it sounds horrible. Plus, you can tell it's AI because AI, when it comes to art, when it comes to like voices, things like that, there's no like soul. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, there's like no true soul behind like the eyes of the art
It's a
or
what?
like the voice of the person. Like there's been so many times in that video where she's saying something that somebody would have put more emphasis on certain words, but she's just like monotone the entire time. It's like, I'm gonna stab him, I'm gonna stab him again, blah blah blah. This was my plan the entire time. Like people don't talk that way.
Caleb with the 199. That leak is AI 100%. You can just tell what the fuck. Exactly. Now, 329 viewers in here right now. This is all I'm going to say. It's all 329 of you. Was that worth $600? One's for yes, two's for no in the chat. Let me know. Ones or twos in the chat. Because to me, it's a 2. It is a 2 straight up. The best part is later on, Mike was like, I need to do an investigation. What investigating is Mike going to do? Like, legitimately. Because, one, earlier in the episode, or later in the episode, it was like, say this again. Because Mike wanted Becky to play it. Mike wanted Tina to say it so that way exactly it was what it was. That's never going to work because anyone can change pattern, octave, voice level, whatever, right? That's really not going to work. Marijuana, Tina talks that way. I agree, she does talk that way. But I'm pretty sure you can upload copies of audios so that AI can detect how people talk. Use that as a sample. Type the script out, and then say what they want them to say in that form or fashion. Now, when Tina said blah 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 in Minecraft, she lost me. Tina wouldn't say that. Not in a just conversation, regular conversation. She would never say that. Because the reason why I know, and Beans can attest to this, she said way worse shit at Fat Camp and didn't say in Minecraft. Just saying.
That's very true. Specifically, she said that she would never, like, she said that people say in Minecraft is the stupidest thing ever.
It is.
So her saying that in Minecraft, saying that in Fat Camp, that saying in Minecraft is stupid, she would not use that. Plus, like, it may be recording her speech, but it's not recording her inflection. Tina is a very loud individual. And if she's going to be on the phone, I doubt she's going to go from 100 to 0, right? She's always going to be loud. She's always going to be Tina. She's always going to speak that way. So just hearing her voice just so monotone and so like, it doesn't fluctuate in any sort of way. There's only like a couple, like 2 parts, I think, where she fluctuated. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the specific videos or clips that she used in order to get her voice into that thing. But yeah, it's just not Tina, and it's so obvious.
To that point, what I think happened was maybe there was some stuff that Tina did say, but then Becky also used AI to create other voices to compile it together. Because if you notice, there was a lot of changes, a lot of different changes. So Neon Treon with the €2, that was not even worth 600 pennies. So thank you, Neon. Amazing individual. So let me see. Where's the timestamp at? Becky replays. Oh yeah. All right. So Keem came in. Obviously, at the same time, Keem was in Discord. What was this? All right, 132. Keem was in Discord talking about it, bringing it up to people, saying things like, "Do y'all think that's fake? Do y'all think that's AI?" He's getting opinions. You know, we can pretty much assume what those opinions were. But we'll let me see. Oh, real quick, let me play Xylee first. Xylee, this is beautiful. So let's check Xylee out.
Did everything together because they're from a period of time. Some of it is recent.
This is Becky was basically trying to play damage control this entire time before Xylee came in. So, but we'll just saying it was real, blah blah blah, whatever, what have you. But let's check this out.
As the day before yesterday.
She's a goddamn liar.
Oh,
Becky,
here we
I
go.
have a
Our
question.
wartime news reporter. Yes, Eileen.
So was it played on a gramophone? You know, one of those record players with like the big trumpet thing? Because it sounded like it came from a record player and she was just talking into it so it recorded. It was like, as one person put it in the Discord, it was one step away from Morse code. So is that what she recorded that on in one of those
The liar.
big, like
No.
megaphones?
Not at all.
Okay,
No,
FYI.
Mhm.
Well, no, I'm just giving you a tip, okay? FYI, when you use AI or whatever, don't put the record scratch sound overlay on it because that really makes it sound fake because voice notes and cell phones don't sound like that.
Fucking cunt.
Tina.
You
I
dirty cunt.
Tina. You're a dirty
No,
cunt.
Tina,
all right,
Tina, nothing.
please.
I'm taking
Go wash
accountability
your pussy
every
lips.
time my
Go wash
voice
your
message has gone
pussy
out.
lips. No
You
one
know
Xylee knew what she was doing. Let's just be 100% honest. But we basically got this. Just going in there, stir the pot a little bit. Mike came in there and talked about investigation this, investigation that, blah, blah, blah. We all know that means he's probably just going to write the second act of the script. You know what I'm saying? For the next part of it. Real quick, what are your thoughts so far before Keem comes in, what Xylee said and all that? What are your thoughts so far, Beans?
I'm just going to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Basically, Queens is going to go. I'm saying gonna go, but it's already going downhill, to be honest. People don't like the scripting. It used to be entertaining at first when Queens like first initiated into the LCU.
Oh, yeah.
But now people are just over it, especially if you're going to make fake content that is obviously fake, at least make it seem a little bit real. Becky needs to try harder. If she's going to be this actress of some sort, she needs to try harder. And it's very amazing that this is the number one in the LCU if she's not that good at faking it, you know?
So to your point, I got to give Becky some credit. All right. She flat out said, without saying, that there are show notes and that there is a creative direction to the show. Right. She basically confirmed without confirming it that all this is just theatrics. So I got to give her credit there. She straight up said, like, fuck it. It is what it is. So, and she also said, if you don't like the creative direction of the show, stop watching. You can't.
Seth Looks actually said they staged something to make Tina flip out. Then the next episode, Becky's being punished for it, but that's faked too. So again, it seems like Queens is going downhill because everything seems scripted. Even the punishments are scripted because let's not bring up the whole hot sauce thing, right? People like a little bit of authenticity, even if not everything is authentic. At least make like big parts, like the punishments, authentic, because that's what people want to see. They want to see people get punished. That's why a whole bunch of people are donating to Tess, because they want to see Grim get punished and be sleep deprived and go off on Nightmare. We're not getting frosted tips and we're not getting the mankini. Anyways, but Queens actually scored more watchers than Live did yesterday, actually. Well, that's a different conversation, first of all, but whenever you're faking something, at least do it partly well. Adding the whole vinyl, like, record scratch thing just killed it immediately.
Yep. And again, I've given Becky credit before. I said she brings in views and she brings in money. I've said that numerous times. I also said, when she was with Cafe for those couple days, I felt she gave me really good advice to help the channel for me to be better on camera for the channel. So I give her credit where it's due, right? I'm not just an asshole. But regardless, this is where Keem comes in and starts doing Keem things. This will be the last thing we watch from Queens because this pretty much is bullshit after this. Oh, you still see it, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Keem when he's drunk and he'll do something really stupid. He done fucked up now. Guess who had Grace come to Fat Camp? Me.
Oh.
Fuck.
For Keem, for you, I'll pause it. What's up?
Tina, were you eating Rice Krispies at the time of this recording?
Oh, hang on, she's muted. There you go,
No,
bitch.
I was not eating anything, and guess what? You can see where you can hear the I want to know how she did it, how she pulled this off, because we all know she's not that smart. Keem, you're not going to tell me you believe that shit. There's no way, bro.
There's a couple of things, Tina. There's a couple of words, like when you say bitch, like I don't think you can teach AI to do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some stuff that does sound pretty believable, and then others are like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. Where is the static from, Becky? How'd the static get in there?
Oh, I added that in post for the ambiance.
It's Trey Way.
Hang on.
So there we go. She admitted it.
Ambiance.
Again, you have to give credit where credit's due. Becky's not trying to lie. She's not trying to come up with excuses. She's like, yeah, I did it. You have to give credit where it's due. And y'all know how I feel. I'm being fair and I'm being honest, right? So I mean, it is what it is.
Super Shattered $19.19.
Tina likes to act like she's heard about a lot of things, and then behind the scenes, this is what she's actually like. So, Keem,
No, I always wonder how you pulled it off, Becky. How did you do that? You never get out of bed to do shit. How'd you pull that off?
I didn't even know you could train
Come on,
a
tell us
voice.
how you did that. That's
I don't
pretty
even
good.
know
I'm
how.
proud of
Like
you.
I said, the last time
You had
heard,
me convinced
oh my
too.
god,
You had me convinced too, bitch. You good?
Do you
Yeah,
ever
you good for
fucking
something.
stop?
You was right.
I'm going
You're not
to
just a coat hanger.
shut up, Tina. The more you talk to try to bury this, I'm not going to fucking let you do it. Keem, what
I don't know
happened
how you
were-
did it.
these are clips. Some of them are just from the day before yesterday, but some of them are older. So I had to go through all my messages, piece everything together.
So that tells you she's taking shit out of context. Because if she's taking new messages, combining them with old messages, if that's what's happening, it's out of context. Just saying. Do you want to continue this, Beans, or do you want to move on?
I think we're basically beating a dead horse.
Okay.
Because we know it's fake. She's just going to spit some more bullshit out of her mouth. Like, I don't see what she can say to recover from this. Queens is
All right.
directed creatively, if we can say it that way.
So there's one more part of Queens I didn't show, and I'm a dumbass for not showing you this, so I apologize. Let me get back to it.
Thing together.
We have Butt Smack ASMR. Weird name. $2. Mike did the AI and is using Becky to take the hate. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it because we all know how Becky is. And how Mike is in general. I don't care who did it or made it or whatever. It's still part of Queens. And basically this is the reputation that Queens has. It's scripted, it's creatively directed, it's whatever you want to call it. It's not looking good in the eyes of the audience, especially if you're scamming them out of $600. $10, fine. $20, go on. $600, people work hard for that money and they don't want some fake AI bullshit. Just my opinion.
Bro, I'm telling you, if y'all gave me $600, I would eat this fucking entire thing of donuts in 5 minutes.
If they gave me $600, I would eat my box. I freaking crushed that shit yesterday, and that's 1,140 calories that I can just crush right now.
Yep,
and it's only $125.
but people would rather give $600 for this. That's fine.
I'm just saying, if you
That's
want to
fine.
save your money, on Monday, what I'm planning to do is to have my walking pad over here where my desk is. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but maybe like every couple donos, I like up the speed and I have to jog for the entire show or something crazy like that. Because I do have to work on my cardio. Speaking of which, after all this talk, Keemstar actually was talking about the fight in the Discord, and I put his voice note in the live on air VC chat.
Got you. I was actually about to get into that when Roxy and Savage went into Queens, because this is where a lot of this shit came from. So yeah, same minds. Living my life for the 5. Becky's voice is worse than nails on a chalkboard. You are 100% correct. All right, so towards the end of the show, we're past the AI. Michael's going to investigate whatever that means, probably make the new act or whatever. So at this point, we're starting to get the fight card together. We're starting to get people laying out challenges, starting to get people talking shit, starting to get it figured out exactly what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and go into this one. Let me share it with you, ma'am. And let's have a look.
We all know I look better anyway. Lynx always did try to replicate me. She was always...
But can't trust her.
Oh,
so.
look, the pussy's here. What up, pussy?
I got word you said you gonna agree to the boxing match.
Oh, I would fight the fuck out of you.
You sure about that?
Fuck yeah. Weak old
You ain't gonna
bitty.
chicken out, are you? You're not gonna chicken out, are
Why
you?
I chicken out? Put a good ass reward on that. Make it $10,000 minimum. I will beat you right into the. You're already 1 foot in the grave. I'll put the other one in following
Okay,
it.
honey, if you think so, you must don't. You ain't never seen my old videos where I was boxing on a boxing glove over here, huh?
Cool. We don't even
You
need
never saw
boxing
that,
gloves. You
did
could
you?
just use your titties instead.
Oh no, I ain't got to do nothing with my titties.
We'll skip forward a little bit for Roxy.
My right.
Did you basically get the gist of this? Oh, right on time.
Mm-hmm.
Right on time.
Baby
Oh,
girl.
look, she even
no,
needs to bring
Roxy
her little
comes up.
chihuahua with her. The fucking Roxy. Okay, go
Come on,
ahead, Roxy.
let's do it. Name the date,
hold
Becky.
on.
Make you sign a waiver
watching
now.
this. Hold on, I wasn't watching this. Keem said that you agreed to box us. Becky,
My
you're gonna sit
favorite-
there. Let me finish. You're gonna sit there and say you beat my ass, you fat fucking cow. You jumped on my back. Let me square up with you face to face. Square up with me in a fucking
You know
ring,
what?
face to fucking
Somebody
face.
go get knocked
I
the
have an
fuck
idea.
out like Devo.
I have an
beg you,
idea.
bitch.
You know what? Roxy, me and you should, because we should finish what we started. Me and you and maybe Tina and fucking Savage go at it, but I'll take you,
My
bitch.
pleasure,
Fight Tina.
I would
I
not
can't
let
fight
Tina and
Tina.
Savage
I can't
fight.
fight Tina. It's me and you.
How do you?
Because
How
you
do
know
me
you're
and
fucking
you,
weak,
First of all,
Savage.
First of all, when
3
me and Tina were gonna
rounds.
box, I would never fucking hit a woman with one leg.
Bitch.
I would never fucking do that, bitch.
I'm not
I
talking
want
about
you.
you fighting with
I
Tina, dummy.
want you. Tina didn't
Pay
I ain't gonna fight
attention.
Tina. I want
Pay-
your face. I want your.
You get the gist. So, I believe Keem put the actual fight card out, but you said you had
did.
you have a voice note.
I do. So basically last night what Keemstar did is that he put the official fight card, or not the card itself, but who's going to be fighting. Give me one moment and I will pull that up. I know it's going to be, I don't know if people want this in order. I know it's going to be Becky and Roxy, which was a surprise to me.
Me too.
Probably because they're trying to finish what started during Fat Camp. It's going to be Twiggy and Nightmare. There is a big disparity and I can't even talk today in weight and skill level there, but that's going to be very interesting if they do get kind of in the same range to fight each other. And then it's going to be S1K and Grim, and then it's going to be me and Zay Zooted. So a lot of people are excited for the S1K and Grim. I think that's one of the main events. A lot of people want to see Grim beat S1K's ass. But when it comes to the voice note that was just recently added into the main Discord, it's talking about, just to give people a little bit of TDLR, whatever it's called.
Like a taste.
A little taste is that Keemstar is saying if you're not training, he's not going to make you fight. He wants people to be serious. He wants people to actually train. Grim and I have no problem because we've been training since the day that we basically found out that we were going to be fighting these people.
Yep.
But it's going to be interesting to see how people are going to train, what they're going to do for the days to come. And looky here, there's also a voice note from Roxy herself in the Discord as well. But let's play the Keemstar right now.
All right. Let me...
I just want to be clear to any of the people in the LCU that are trying to do this box.
You can hear it?
No, but I don't matter. I already listened to it.
All right. Audience, one's in the chat if y'all can hear this.
Boxing match or MMA match or whatever. I can't take it serious unless I see absolute proof that individuals are training. Like if I see no proof that you're not truly training every single day, then your fight is not happening. Like, you know what I mean? And I can't go and like start working on this boxing / MMA event at all unless I see proof that everybody is training to actually do this. I've been doing this for a long time. We've seen this happen for a million times. People back out all the fucking time without proof of training. No one on the other side of things is going to organize this. I just want to make that crystal clear. And if you are training and the other person you're supposed to be fighting is not showing proof of training, then you should probably quit because they're not being serious. You know what I mean? And the fight's not happening. So that's all I want to put out there.
All right. So at this point, I think you need to call Zach and Zay and then S1K's foot to the fire and say, hey, look, what's going on? Because, you and Grim are doing this thing. You're going to be recording members only content. Maybe they can do the same for nerds, right? Steal our idea. Put it up there for nerds to see. Because, obviously, if you want to keep doing it just for health and cardio and muscle building, all that, obviously keep doing it. But, if they're not going to put in the effort, why are you going to worry about it? You know what I mean? So, all right. So here's the last one. We'll play it. And this is what Roxy said. Have you listened to this yet?
I haven't listened to the Roxy one.
One sec. I'll break it down for you.
All right, listen, Keem. I'm willing to train. I'm willing to do all that. I'm willing to let it be recorded. You find me a personal trainer. I have one where I used to box at. You find me a personal trainer. You find me a gym. You have somebody follow me around.
So Roxy's basically saying she's willing to find a gym, train, do whatever, have Keem with cameras, follow her around, record it or whatever. She doesn't care. That's where we're at so far.
And you can fucking record this shit for me. I'm ready to do this, but I'm not going to sit here, waste money, waste the fucking time and effort if she's not going to do that.
She's basically saying she's not going to waste money, time, or effort if Becky's not willing to do it. She wants to know Becky's doing it before she invests time into it.
I will 100% record everything. You can have somebody follow me and do it for me. Whatever you want to do, you let me know. I need to know what the fuck's going on.
She basically just said she needs to know what's going on, but she has no beef not telling, or has no issue being recorded, showing to everybody, whatever. She doesn't care. She just wants to make sure that her opponent's doing the same thing. So, people in the chat think Becky ain't gonna do it, which I concur. But
Becky's not gonna do it. She given so many excuses just cleaning her house. Imagine an actual fight, something that's physical. And whenever she was fighting with Roxy, I wasn't there in person, but it seemed more like a cat fight than an actual fight. The hair pulling, the scratching, things like that, not actually throwing punches.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can see a fight between them. I just don't think it's going to happen personally.
I don't either.
I just hope that at least the S1K and the Zayzooted fight will go through. I hope that they're serious about it because Grim and I are serious, right? The only thing we want is mutually beneficial fight between people that is going to be safe, but we can settle our beef the way that it's supposed to be settled.
I agree. And again, I think you need to make sure y'all get that. And again, if you and Grim want to continue for health reasons, by all means. Or just have an activity to do together. But I wouldn't invest all this time in filming and making sure it's good and editing and all that. You know what I mean? But it's up to y'all. So apparently on Lolcow Live, Batgirl went on the stream to talk to Keem about y'all's episode on Friday.
Interesting.
If I can quit being click happy.
I did not know that she. Well, I saw part of it. I saw part of her. No, wait. I saw her jump into Rewind. I didn't see her jump into Live yesterday.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna pull this up. We're gonna check it out. And your Friday co-host, Batgirl.
Bring in Batgirl. She is calling in.
Oh yeah, bring in Batgirl.
Okay.
But while she's getting set up, he is getting. Oh, what is happening? What is happening?
Hello? Did you enjoy cafe this morning?
Hey.
I love her so much. I love her so much. She's so slick with it too. She's just like, did you enjoy cafe this morning?
Genius. Fucking genius. Right? Just straight up. Let's continue. Look at the face. Look at beet red. Kim is beet red, bro. That is beautiful.
Why not? Why not?
That is what I consider cyberbullying, and that's a crime.
Okay. So, was it cyberbullying or was it sexual harassment?
Ooh.
I don't know. That's a toss-up.
Yeah, you have to debate it a little bit.
Yeah, that's a toss-up.
That's
The
understandable.
details of exactly what you did for the people that don't know.
Oh, so Beans and I, we were having, our little bit on cafe where people would pay $50 for us to eat a whole donut seductively. And for $20, I would smash a donut and rub it all over my face. That was messy as hell.
The glaze was all over. That was a great idea. That was a great idea. You got to give credit where credit's
It's
due.
a great idea, and she's freaking crazy, and that's why I love doing Fridays with her. Because I'm very tame when it comes to us, because I match energy, right?
Yeah.
If you're Ken is very smooth, chill guy.
Yeah.
So I usually can't release all my energy at once. With Batgirl, I can do that. And Fridays are just off the wall, unhinged sometimes. The only times that I get a little bit more nervous or more reserved is because the whole OBS thing. OBS just freaks me out sometimes whenever it doesn't want to work. But also, I was hella uncomfortable. Yesterday, I was hella uncomfortable. I was getting a headache from the wig. I was I seem like a whore right now eating these donuts on Good Friday, by the way. Don't tease me with a good time, Ken. I can get my donuts right now. I just don't want to do that because they're cold and I like them heated up. But
I'm a married man. You will
donut.
not do that with me.
I meant the donuts. Get
okay.
out of here. I'm married
Just
by
making
my
sure.
soul,
Just
okay?
making sure. Just making sure we're on the same page, Beans.
Get your head out of the gutter, sir. Anyways, but yeah, she smashed a donut on her face. She rubbed it all in. Apparently, she took a shower and afterwards, she still smelled like a donut. But can we just talk about how Keemstar's cheesing so hard right
look
now?
At him.
Look at
him.
that cheese.
Oh yeah, look at him. Look at him. Just
He had a great time.
Look, he's a kid in a glaze store right now. You know what I mean? He's just gooning, not gooning, wrong word. He is just giddy. He is so giddy right now. It's beautiful. But again, Batgirl had balls to go up there and do that. You got to give credit. Like I said, she had balls to do it. That's awesome. But let's continue this segment. Oh.
It looked messy. It was.
I also smelled like a donut even after my shower, very vaguely. It took a while to go away.
You probably put
Shit,
some
I want to get a donut perfume for Desi. That sounds great.
You probably put some in your nose. Smash it on your face like that. You probably went in your nose.
It actually did go up into my nose. I found pieces of donut caked up in there. I did it for you guys.
Imagine those snot rockets. Just saying.
Guys, though, why don't you appreciate it?
It was so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. Billy was there too. He was hyping us up. It was awesome.
Yeah, the gooner has now been gooned. I think it's fair. They're telling me in Discord.
Well, they have the stream in the background, that's for sure.
Bread super chatted.
I'm good. How are you?
Have you seen that I've went viral again?
It's enough of that.
Person, is this just a caller?
I have no idea who that is. I think so. But
People just call it in, blonde
yeah.
hair and everything, thinking they got a chance with Keemstar.
Exactly. That's basically that. Oh, this is Keem's friend Alyssa. She joins the call, and Keem says to Batgirl he thinks blonde hair with T-shell top would look great. Boogie mentions wings and then disappears. Whatever. All right. So that's enough of that. But all in all, y'all did a great job Friday. I think I'm glad you have that outlet so that way you can be something that you're not with me on Fridays, right? Because it's, end of the week or whatever. If I can be brutally honest, can I be brutally honest with you?
Of course.
Me being married and you being with Grimm, it's kind of hard to have the dynamic other shows have. You know what I mean? Yes, we're friendly. We joke around, poke fun at each other. Yes. But when it comes to what y'all do on Fridays, I could never do that with you. Imagine me eating a donut seductively. You know what I mean? That's just not going to happen. And
no.
smashing.
Wait.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say that is a one-time. Okay, it's not it probably will happen again.
It will happen again. Let's be honest. It'll happen again.
Okay, but eating a donut seductively, we never did anything like that. We never touched any sexual-ish topics on Fridays. Last night, yesterday was probably the only time that's happened, right?
Yeah.
I think if I can be brutally honest, there are so many shows that go straight into the sexual aspect of things because it's so fucking easy. We talked about shows that consistently have sex scenes in it because that is an easy way to capture people's attention. But I feel like that's such a cop-out. And that's why I usually don't revert to that thing.
Yeah,
right?
no, me either.
I was seen as a very wholesome and very positive and very lovey-dovey little girl, even though I'm a grown-ass woman, in the Discord. But because yesterday I showed hey, I'm a grown-ass woman, I obviously know these topics. I probably know these topics better than you, most of the men in the Discord. Showing that side of me, people are like, oh shit, Beans is not the type of person we thought she was, right? But I don't show that side of me all the time on the show because it's such a cop-out to me. Anybody
Agreed.
can get sexual. Anybody can try to pander to the gooners, right? But I'm not going to do that because I want to be entertaining in a different aspect. And I think that just because a male co-host and a female co-host are together, that doesn't mean that we have to talk about topics like that or seem flirty or anything like that.
No.
A lot of people kind of talk about this, and this is not a diss to nerds or anything, but this kind of happened with the whole nerds whenever they first started out. They hated each other, didn't want to talk to each other. And then once they started getting friendly, a little bit friendly, they would do these back and forths where it was kind of it seemed flirty. I know that's not what they're going to go for, but it seemed that way just because it's a male and a female, even though they both have their respective significant others. That's just what people go to first thing. And I feel that's just a cop-out to just try to pander to that or seem like there's some sexual tension between co-hosts. No, we're just two people in the same VC having fun, hanging out.
Yep.
Causing chaos if need be, or just chilling.
I agree.
And that's the best thing that we can do. Our best episodes are us talking about freaking dude wipes and going off about cashiers and carts and shit like that.
Facts.
People like to see us rage about the most mundane things in life, and that's funny. And it doesn't have to be sexual, even though pumpkin spice asshole can seem like a sexual thing. No, it's more raunchy, dirty, something like that. That's the line that we toe. I don't feel like it ever needs to cross that barrier.
Yeah, definitely
we
not.
both have respect for each other.
Facts.
And our significant others.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. But like with the pumpkin spice asshole, I was talking about dude wipes, like taking a shit and wiping yourself, right? So, but yeah, like Marijuana said, just not your style. This is what I'll say though. I'm glad you have the Batgirl Friday stream because, again, it shows a different side of you. A different audience comes out to support you guys, and they kind of know what they're getting themselves into. You know what I mean, with you and Batgirl. So I'm glad because, like I told you, you and Batgirl bounce very well off of each other. You know, you really do. And she brings out a different side of you than I would bring out, you know. Crazy Void even said, Cafe is like the one semi-normal show on the LCU. I mean, it is what it is. And, you know, even if I didn't know Grimm, I would still respect y'all's relationship. And the fact that I even know Grimm now just fortifies it, you know. And, you know, like I'm married and I wouldn't want my wife on a show with the dude doing certain things or talking about certain subjects. It's disrespectful to your relationship. You know, obviously, all relationships are different. People have different lines that they cross, don't cross. Accepted things like for the camera, not for the camera, right? But it's like when Becky and Tina like bring up like sexual things or talk about sexual things, you could tell Tina's just absolutely uncomfortable. Absolutely uncomfortable. And
that's messed up because whenever you have a co-host, like if Batgirl were to say anything or do anything, she would like talk to me about it because she wouldn't want me to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm uncomfortable or if she's uncomfortable, the first thing that somebody's going to do during a show is shut down. They're not going to talk. They're not going to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for example, yesterday, I shut down just a little bit. Like, I did not want to talk. I did not want to do the things that I, first of all, agreed to do. But then Billy came in. I got a little bit more comfortable. Batgirl was doing it. And I was like, these people are people that I trust. These people are not going to try to take advantage of me in any sort of way. And they're trying to... Billy came in because he wanted to support me. He saw that I was uncomfortable. And that's why I appreciate Billy. And I think that's like the best part about LCU. Whenever we see other co-hosts struggling, we go in there, we try to make them comfortable. We're like, hey, you can do this. That's what I did with Glammy. By the way, what happened to Glammy? Anyways, we'll get that a little bit later.
Yeah. She last time we talked to Glammy, she had a personal issue and she said she had to go, and that was the last time I've heard from her, heard about her. So hopefully all is well. But yeah, guys, remember on a different subject, we got the Mexican breakfast video coming out after the stream. I'm gonna upload it, do all its checks, whatever, and we're gonna drop it. Monday we're gonna be doing the TTS stream, so make sure you got your $20 bills ready to give me an ingredient I gotta cook with. The poll right now is still 58% for Only on Cafe for me and Buff, so that's good. And we'll figure it out. But yeah, Billy was awesome yesterday, and he really helped you guys out as far as keeping y'all grounded, keeping it moving, and, you know, just trying to make everything a little comical, right? So I thought he did a great job there. No, I wanted to thank him. But no, I think we have a great dynamic, and I think that the Monday through Thursday and then Saturday show is definitely the more grounded cafe audience. But, like, you know, like Milkers has, like, the Fuck It Up Friday show, right? Y'all got the female show. Who said it? Someone said, Maximus Houdini, he said, dare say it's the better lady show. So as far as just two ladies together, they think y'all are the best duo. So, like I said, I'm very happy with how far the show has come. If you go back and watch Cafe in the beginning, it is a little bit different than what we used to be. We had to evolve. We had to do a little bit of changes. And now we're beautiful, you know? And the fact that, you know, Batgirl and you have your thing, Batgirl's getting on camera, she's showing what she can do on the camera. You know, you have a change up from the old man. You know, you got a little younger generation lady to do a show with. Again, it's an awesome show what y'all do. It's beautiful. But, you know, I'm excited for Cafe, what comes in the future. You know what I mean? You know, hopefully it's here to stay come May 1st. That's the hope. But until then, we're going to be the best damn members-only show in the entire network. That's all I'm saying. That's my ultimate goal. Have the best members-only content in the month of April.
So, just speaking on that just a little bit more.
Oh, boy.
I feel like we're both very adult. We're calmer than the other people. We're not going to do like fuck it up Fridays or whatever. We're not going to do drinking streams on Friday. And I mean, Batgirl can do whatever she wants. If she wants to drink on stream, that's fine by me. I'm just not a drinker, right? So we kind of do things our own way, but we can still be fun about it. Whenever it comes to like, we're trying to be like the best members only show. We're doing a lot of members only content. Whenever I'm more, because I don't want to just be flopping about like a fish in the ring, right? I want to hone my skills just a little bit more before I film it and put it on screen. So that's going to be more members only content.
Yep.
But something that I do want to talk about is other shows have like their dedicated donators, right? So for example, I was talking about how Xavier donates a lot to Tess for Grimm to be tortured and stay up as long as he possibly can, right? We know that Gathagarian is one of the top donators to nerds, right? Every show has like their sort of top donator that comes in every show and donates a lot. We don't have that person yet. We have people that, you know, throw a couple at us, and we're completely grateful for that. But something that we are trying to hone a little bit more is members. Because to us, that's a little bit, I don't know, we put more importance in the members because members are going to keep coming back. So for example, like Crowns, Pay Pigs, Cash Cow, Band World. If you subscribe and you're a member and you keep coming back and we give you this members only content, you're going to stick around a little bit longer. Super chats can fluctuate very differently. One day you can make thousands of dollars, while the other day you can make only 16. So that's why we like to focus on members. That's why we want to be a very members centric show. But we also want to do things for the great names. Like we open up chat to a lot of great names and we show you like, hey, this is what Cafe is. We're going to tell you what we do for members only content. We're trying to be in VCs a little bit more, but we're also not like other hosts where we have more free time. You know, we have families, we have things that we like to take care of. But in general, jobs as well, real life jobs. But in general, we're just trying to be very member centric. And if anybody has any tips, tricks, or things that they would like to see in order to donate more or be more of a member or upgrade, we're completely open to it.
Definitely.
In my opinion.
Definitely. And that reminds me, we need to do the, what was it? The giveaway for the cards. We never did that. So we need to do that. We'll probably do that first thing Monday when the show starts, so I can get James F. McSee's signed uncut sheet. I can get these cards out to whoever wins those. I need to get Karini her signed Cafe 3D print. I need to get that too. I want to do all that at one time. Yeah, Shy says, I've been escorted out of the cafe. I don't know what that means, Shy, but you know, you're always welcome here, sir. If we're here, you're welcome. But yeah, that's pretty much the show. Like I said, just be ready for the video coming out. Hopefully within the next 30 minutes to an hour. Like I said, just got to upload it, all that. The thumbnail is awesome. I have to say, fucking Spook Monkey and his thumbnail ass. It was beautiful. Beautiful what he did for it. So, and you know, last but not least, remember guys, Mondays TTS stream. Keep in mind TTS ingredients. I will be live cooking here. I'm probably gonna set a goal so that we reach a certain amount, because I didn't do a goal for this one, and I did a lot of cooking in this one, so I'm probably gonna set somewhat of a higher goal for a live cooking. This will be my first time ever live cooking, first time ever. So, you know, if I fuck up, you'll see it. You can rag me for it. If I do something dumb, you can rag me for it. So just keep in mind, the goal may be a little bit higher than normal, and hopefully we reach it. You know, if we don't reach it, that's fine. We can maybe go like a day or two on the goal. Nothing crazy, obviously, but, you know, I just want to make sure that, you know, goals are reached. And then after this one, it'll be the Greek feast. So the Greek feast will definitely be happening. Got to represent my Greek culture, you know what I mean? But yeah, probably going to end it a little early because it's 1:54. I don't think there's any shows scheduled right now. I believe
there is no show scheduled as far as I can tell. But real quick, speaking of members, I do want to say congratulations to the cafe, because we actually reached 4,800 and I forgot what the last number was, but we reached the 800, the 4,800, which I was really excited about.
Oh, on subs. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we got 4,800 subs. Let's fucking go. So I appreciate you guys. And San Elmo's, I'm Cash Cow here because you guys are the most normal. So I decided to be one here only in the lower tier membership on the other channels. But I didn't get noticed. I can't get into Discord. All right. Yeah, so we'll figure it out. St. Elmo's, we'll get you in the Discord. Don't worry about that. But all right, guys, that's going to be it here. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Have a great day. I believe there's going to be 2 sleep streams. I think Queens is doing a sleep stream, and then I think Boogie's doing his like 12-hour punishment or some shit, whatever that is. So make sure you're on the lookout for that one. St. Elmo's Fire. I'll put my name here. This is my Discord name. Make sure you hit me up. I'm a mod in the Discord, so I can help you get in, and we'll get it figured out. So just take that down. And that's basically it. Any final words, Miss Beans?
I love each and every one of you. Even if you're just a subscriber, you're still a member to me. You're just not a paying member, and that doesn't make you any less than, because your views and your likes and your comments I hold very near and dear to my heart. There's going to be some training videos coming up. I just found out how many rounds and how long the rounds are going to be. So that's going to be very exciting. If you don't know about boxing, usually they say you should jump rope for that amount of time. Your rounds are going to be, or do like cardio for that amount of time. I didn't know what my time was or how many rounds I was going to do. So now that I know, I can train harder.
Hell yeah.
So I'm excited.
Good shit.
Monday's going to be the raffle for the cards. Monday is going to be the TTS stream. Monday is also going to be... Wait, if Monday's going to be the TTS stream, then I think that I'm going to have to move the treadmill stream to another day. We can do it Tuesday. I don't mind. That gives me more time to do the braids in my hair too. So I'm excited. We're doing a lot of members only content. We're here for the members. We're going to stick around for the members. No matter what you say, Ken, you always say if we're going to stick around. No, when we stick around. This is Positivity Cafe, and we're going to stick around till the end of time. We're the only people with a coffee coming out. We have the I Can't shirt. By the way, I ordered my hat and my cafe shirt, so that's going to be awesome whenever I take pictures.
We also have coffee cups coming out.
Why do you get the best? You got the freaking I Can't with your face. I got basic, like, spill the beans with, like, beans on it. I'm like, what type of freaking basic ass cup do I get? God damn.
Hey. All right. So
I'm a basic bitch, so that doesn't matter.
You'll be all right. All right, guys. I'm going to work on this members video. We'll get it out to you, and we'll see y'all Monday at 12 p.m. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. Till next time. Later, everybody.